So who you've been is no indication of who you're capable of becoming. So I want you to think about that for a moment. Who you've been is no indication of who you're capable of becoming. Hi, I'm Marla Diane of Reverie and Velvet, and we are going to talk today about how you go from an old or current identity and transform that to a refined identity that creates your next chapter. So have you felt this year, along with thousands of other women entrepreneurs, founders, and artists, this strong nudge to change? It's the realization that certain ways of living and working and leading, or even thinking, simply just don't fit anymore. Because I certainly have. It's the year of the fire horse, and boy, have I had a rigorous season of transformation if you've been following me in the last probably 10 months. I've gone through the season for sure. So after this rigorous season, and I'm on the other side of it, is one truth became really, really clear. You cannot outperform or intellectualize your old identity into a new one. And this is the core of my message. So a refined identity, ladies, creating your next chapter begins with a relationship with your body and how to train it for safety. Because when you are in fear mode from your brain's default wiring, you won't take action because it signals unfamiliar and unsafe. When we're desiring to accomplish a new goal, a new chapter, a new dream, our brain looks for proof of evidence of being able to do it. Have you done it before? And automatically it brings up no evidence and all the reasons why it can't happen or will take forever to achieve. Been there? I have. It tells the body it's unsafe because it's unfamiliar. So the signal goes from here to the body, okay? This is why we stay stuck and not take actions during those, I call edgy moments of decision, to take an action to make that goal or that dream come to fruition. What do? We procrastinate. We're frustrated, right? We're kind of stuck. All those detours from what you should be doing, right, to go after your dreams and goals don't happen. Or you start and then you stop. So it requires retraining the body, right, first. And then the mind follows the nervous system that feels safe. See where I'm going? And the body is the feminine of life, everything from the neck down. The masculine is from the neck up, the brain, the logic, the intellect, the systems, the strategies, the functioning, okay? Masculine, feminine. I believe in the integration of both. So hang on. So again, it requires retraining the body first, and then the mind follows the nervous system that feels safe. And how do you make yourself and your body feel safe? I'll give you one simple practice to do that will ground your body and your mind. But first, let's look at what's happening with you. So your body and your intuition have been signaling, right, to you for weeks, maybe months, maybe even years, that something needs to change. As an accomplished, overachieving woman, see if this is you. You can't fully relax even though you've earned the right to do that. You're successful, but something no longer feels satisfying. You're restless for what's next, but you're unclear what that is. You're tired of being the one who carries so much, so you go into overfunctioning. Am I hitting home yet? Your creativity or your enthusiasm isn't what it once was. There's stress all over your body. It feels contracted. There's shallow breathing, if you've even noticed it. The whispers and the nudges that keep humming kind of in the background, asking you to get quiet and listen. Boy, that happens to me a lot. You're more emotional, and strangely, you're kind of numb. That was me for quite a while. I was disconnected from my body, and it was numb. You're more emotional, right? You're increasingly unwilling to tolerate relationships and roles and habits and responsibilities you've outgrown. Your income may have plateaued despite your experience and your capabilities. That one right there, a lot of clients are in that space. Your identity that created your current success may not be the identity capable of creating what you want next. And you have a persistent inner knowing. There's more for me, but certainly not like this. Yeah? All right, this is an old identity, and the next chapter, the vision of your next chapter, they're no longer compatible. This is your body being in unsafe mode because your beautiful brain says it's unsafe. There's no evidence of who you are in that refined identity. That creates your new chapter. So we stay in repeated patterns, we're stuck, and we're frustrated. Am I close? No. So your next chapter requires more than a new idea or a mindset shift. It requires an evolved, embodied identity from nervous system body regulation. From that identity, you create differently. You lead differently. You earn differently. You make decisions differently. You relate differently. And you live differently. So profoundly, as I've been explaining, the sequence begins with the body, not the mind first. And this is the work at the heart of my Elegant Way Forward methodology. The one simple practice, let's go back to that you can do every time you feel unsafe and dysregulated. Okay, you can do this, and there's many other tools, obviously, in the methodology. But let's start with this. So number one, get quiet. Move away from all the noise, all the distraction, right? Feel the ground beneath your feet. In fact, it's always even a good idea, stand up instead of sit down. And then take a deep breath in, hold it for a few seconds, and as you exhale, you hum. Yeah? And then you pause, and you do this 4 times. And here's what you're going to notice. Your body will feel grounded. You're going to feel safe. You're going to absolutely feel quiet and calm. And your mind will follow that. See where that comes from? Body, then mind. Because the monkey mind will stop. And this requires commitment every time you feel unsafe, among other tools and practices that you learn in my methodology. So let me really validate this, is that you are inherently whole and worthy. The journey of helping accomplished women, entrepreneurs and founders and artists become who they're capable of being and living and leading and creating and earning at the level of life that they want next, while engaging the conscious men who understand their evolution, is the most meaningful expression of my life's work to date. The conscious men in her world, right? It's a partner, a brother, a son, a friend, a colleague, a business associate, right? A member of her spiritual community. They understand, respect, and support the evolution that's going on for you. That's a conscious man. So personally, I have several, let's get you started, several private openings for my 90-minute identity and next chapter strategy session. It gets you beginning this process, and there's $100 savings through September 4. Today is August 25th. The savings rate is $850. And furthermore, professionally, if you're connected to a human potential organization, transformational conference, women's professional group, leadership community that is ready for a very different conversation about identity, body integration, nervous system regulation, leadership, entrepreneurship, and success without sacrifice, I speak and teach workshops. So if either conversation speaks to you, please message below and let's begin the conversation. Remember, the personal private session, the savings rate ends September 4th, and it would be my honor to support you. Take care.